Hey there, welcome to day 1013 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And I don't know why, but as soon as I hit record on my video, it jumps to this giant version of my face. Super duper irritating. I can't lean back far enough. It's giant. I don't understand. I wish there was a button. There probably is a button I can push to make it smaller, but I'm gonna try one. We'll see what happens. It's probably gonna get worse. Maybe it's because I use this filter. I don't think you can change filters during a video. Oh, you can. That's that's better. I'm going to be a leprechaun today. That's even funnier. At least I'm not so giant. So what you up to now besides playing with filters and being a leprechaun? One of the advantages of being visually challenged. Oh my gosh. One of the disadvantages. I guess I can make myself bigger in this. All right. Anyway, I don't make a very attractive leprechaun. Let's see if I can pick a different one. Maybe smiley faces. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so, oh my goodness, meditation today for the No Nonsense November, talking about meditation and the impact it's had on me. I actually meditate a lot and in a lot of different styles, a lot of different ways for a lot of different things. I actually meditate when I find myself with that monkey mind, when I'm trying to sleep. And actually, I noticed this morning I was having that. My brain was just running 100 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour, and driving me nuts. And I'm like, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. So I started to focus on my breath, inhaling and outhailing and relaxing so that I could get a little bit more sleep before I had to get up and make my videos today. And I love meditation. I don't follow any particular one practice. There's all different types of meditation, right? There's literally tens of thousands of YouTube videos, if not more, on different meditations. There's probably at least hundreds of different mobile apps for our mobile devices that have meditations on them. Mind Valley, I think I have that one. I've got a bunch, but I'll be honest, I don't listen to meditations on my phone hardly ever. Maybe once or twice I've listened to them because I was curious about different products that have come out, but for the most part, I don't use my phone as a device like that. It's number one, it's too small and I need a magnifying glass to do anything on it. Number two, I haven't. I'm old school. I started with CDs in my computer or DVDs in my, this would be CDs. I don't remember the technology in my computer on my bedside, listening at night when I was having a hard time getting to sleep. Back in the early days when CDs were the thing. Now you can just stream or download things to your personal device or to your computer these days. Anyway, meditation was our topic today because it now, of course, like gratitude and so many other things, has been proven not only in practice, but actually scientifically through studies to be effective, to be very beneficial to us as human beings. And I say anything that's beneficial and free, because it's free to meditate. Once you have an idea or you know how to do it, you don't have to pay anyone to meditate. You're responsible. You can do it anytime, anywhere for the most part, right? And it has tremendous benefits to us, both physically and mentally, with respect to our health. We can actually increase our tolerance of pain or reduce the impact pain has on us. So that was when I really got into meditation, was actually for pain management a long, long time ago, when I was in my 20s. We're talking decades ago. So meditation was our no nonsense November tool of the day. Sorry, that was our tool today. I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. I thought about it, and I was thinking last night about going ahead and mapping out all 30 tools, but I haven't done that yet. I've been kind of going with what feels like the next tool we should talk about, given what's going on. What's the next thing we should do? What's the next thing we should talk about? And I've been going with, I guess, my intuition. Don't always listen to my intuition. Good thing to do, too. So meditation today. Fun challenge was about being normal. Obviously proven I'm not particularly normal with my switching of backgrounds at the beginning of this, but it talked about the importance of just embracing and being normal, and that it's okay to be just so at certain things. You don't have to be awesome at everything. You know, some people think that they have to be a know-it-all and absolutely knock it out of the park on absolutely everything they try and do. It's not really very realistic, and it's not even personally realistic. Remember, we define our own reality, but if we expect that we're going to be awesome at everything that we ever try, we're going to be disappointed. And I don't know, but it sounds exhausting to me to have to be awesome at everything. I would rather be terrific at a few things, good at some things, okay at others, and absolutely dismal at the majority of things, because that is what separates us from one another and makes us unique and special. It is the things that we're good at, the things that we're not so good at. And the things I'm not so good at that I care about, I can always learn to get good at, right? We all can learn to get better at the things we want to be better at. I think of art. I always loved art and was super attracted to art, but I wasn't very talented. I could do mixed mediums were my favorite, but I could do different things, but I'm not a very good drawer. I don't have very good vision. I don't have very good eyes even back then. And so my perspective is definitely off when it comes to drawing and painting and things like that. But I always wished I was amazing at that. Now I'm sure I could have studied and learned, and even now I could study and learn the techniques and strategies that would make me better, but I'm probably never going to be a great artist, right? And I don't expect to, but it is a fun and pleasant pastime for me. So that was being normal at things. Let's accept the things that we are normal at. Let's pick the things we want to be extraordinary at and focus on them. And the things that we stink at, let's just get help with those. Let's get people to help us, or let's let someone else do them for us. Growing up as a little girl, we always had to mow the lawn. We had a huge lawn when we were growing up in our yard. And so each of my sisters and I would have to take turns during the week sitting on the riding lawnmower and mowing parts of the lawn. And then finally my dad got a handyman guy that would come and do it when we got a little older and busier and started going off to college and things. But we would have to mow the lawn. And I will tell you, not a great lawnmower, but I honestly didn't mind doing it. And the more I did it, the better and the better and the better I got at it. To the point where I ended up having to do all the really crappy hard yards of the parts of the yard. We had a place with lots of fruit trees. People would call it an orchard, but it wasn't that big. But it was like part of our yard had pear trees and plum trees and apple trees and crab apple trees. And it was cool. But the branches hung down really low. So when you were mowing there, you got beat up by the trees. And so I ended up, because I got good at mowing, having to do that particular area of the yard. So sometimes we get really, really good at stuff that we don't love to do, and we end up doing it even when we don't want to. So that was normal for our fun challenge today. Day 313 already of doing one fun thing every day. Supersize Your Business today was about a rain check, getting a rain check and what rain checks are. And rain checks, of course, came from the baseball industry, which I guess I didn't really know that. I haven't really experienced a lot of rain checks in my life. I know when I was little, I remember my mom would get a rain check sometimes from a store. And then as I was growing up and using the expression rain check meant, hey, I can't do it this time, but I would like to do it with you again. Hey, I'll take a rain check for lunch because I've got to get this report done for work. Or I'll take a rain check for the movies because I've already got plans with my husband. Whatever. I've used and heard it more used in that way than I have actually as a, hey, you missed this opportunity, but here's a coupon so you can take advantage of this opportunity at another date. A rain check or a coupon is just a way of extending. I think it's a great way of extending an offer to people. When used in a positive way, people took it to the max and, of course, use it as bait and switch, which became illegal. I think it's still illegal to do bait and switch. But then I think of all the Thanksgiving flyers that we normally have on a normal year for Thanksgiving, for Black Friday, and I think, boy, that's kind of bait and switch. It gets people in the door. But I think stores have gotten much better since they don't want to be accused of being bait and switch advertisers, of listing the quantity or having huge quantity. I remember years and years and years ago, and I don't do Black Friday. Black Friday is my day to decorate for Christmas. But I did go a couple times when the kids were littler, and I remember they didn't have, they'd have like one or two of an item, and then they'd have other items, but they would only have like one or two of the super duper discount price. And so it became like, this isn't worth doing it. Well, now, yeah, I think a couple years ago, I went to Walmart and they had their Black Friday specials, which always get earlier and earlier and longer. And they had pallets and pallets of things so that a lot of people could take advantage of the sales. And the sales lasted beyond 4 a.m. or whatever before they ran out. So rain check was our Supersize Your Business today. I'm actually, normally I would be on the Jim boat right now with Jim Edwards and the marketing gang, the online gang there. But with COVID, it of course was canceled. But Jim's doing a 2-day training online, so I'm participating in that. I just found out about it when I opened my computer to process my videos yesterday morning. So I started listening to that and hanging in on that. I'm like, I've got stuff to do, but I would love to. And if I was going on the Jim boat, I would have been on it. So my schedule's clearer than it would have been. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to pop in and listen in on that. It's all about writing a 7-day ebook, which we know I've been talking about finishing my challenges book. So I'm going to use this training to focus my energy and my intention and my attention on getting this actually done. So I want to commit that by next Friday, I will have the challenge book done, at least the first version of it. Yeah. So that's a big promise, especially because I got a sleepover with my granddaughter Saturday, Sunday. So we'll see how I'm going to fit that all in. But once I say I'm going to do something, I am going to do it. So I will get it done. And that way I can check that off my list of, I've been going to have this done all year. I said at the beginning of COVID, I thought, I don't know if I said it at the beginning of COVID, but I started thinking about it and nudging it in the back of my mind that I should get a book done. And I hate when I use the word should, because that usually means I'm not committed to it yet. And so shoulds are, it feels like something I should do, but I don't really feel 100% committed to wanting to do that yet. But now that I'm listening in on this course, I'm like, all right, this would be a good way to set a deadline and a timeline for myself, fit it into a short period of time, and at least get 99% of it done, so that I'll take that back. I'm going to get 100% of what I can do done and then hand it off to somebody to edit for me, because I definitely need an editor. I can't even knock off a short text or a comment on the training that isn't full of typos. It's like embarrassing. But I did blow it up on my big screen TV, and so it's a lot easier to watch and participate in. But I can watch, but it's really hard to participate, to comment and things. But it's easy to watch. I'm going to have to look into some voice technology where I can just talk to it and it'll type it up and maybe even spell check it and grammar correct my comments for me before I put them out there. So that's what I'm working on. Go out, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Again, we will be hopping into and doing a new Get Up and Go challenge December 1st for the rest of the year, of course. I think it's important to end 2020 in a really strong way, focusing on being the best that we can be in the areas and aspects of our life that we want to work on. And the Get Up and Go challenge offers a framework that makes that automatic. And I say, and every time I go through it, I get better and better and better and feel better and better and better about the different areas and aspects of my life. And that's what I want to help other people to do as well. All right, catch you tomorrow. Bye. All right, I don't know how to finish because I'm going to have to take this off. I can't see it. Oh my God, nobody needs to see my head back. There we go.